Kapeash.
And they get that.
Good night, Kapeash. 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 Good night, Kapeash.
And they get that.
Good night, Kapeash. Good night, Kapeash. Good night, Kapeash. Good night, Kapeash.
Good night, Kapeash.
Good night, Kapeash.
I was going to quality.
Damn.
I should have hit it harder.
Welcome to Good Night, Kapeash. I'm your host, Kapeash. This is my lovely, lovely co-host, Nene, and my dear good co-host, Doc, the only doc that we need, the only medicine giver, taker I prescribe to. Appreciate you stopping through. As always, y'all know what we do. We talk about anything, free talking, open talking, free discussion for us to just talk about anything. Hey, so we put you to bed. That's what we're here for. All right, y'all. How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been working on a lot of things and getting stuff together. And what's crazy is I can't brag about that. I can't talk about it. Like, shit.
Cannot.
But yet again, there's going to be a lot more ads and stuff put out. I'm working on that right now. Small little ads, trailer little ads and stuff like that, because I had always wanted these things, but like I was lazy when it comes to editing and not knowing how exciting, how interesting, and how, cool editing is, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's hard work, but yet it is a lot to want to do.
But it is one of the more rewarding things about production when it comes to making a final product.
True.
I agree. It takes a lot of steps and a lot of work, but it is a very rewarding.
Especially to see your vision. I think we've talked about this. I actually did a late Bird Live show, and we was talking about just the creativity behind it. I used to tell some of the weirdest stories. I used to try to write poems and stuff like that, and girls used to say, "Boy, you have a lot of run-ons." What's up, Gucci?
Hey, what up, Michael? How you doing?
Okay, that's not Gucci.
That's not Gucci.
My bad. What's up, Michael? I know Gucci out there watching. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Sheesh. But yeah, creativity is a must. I like it. I got this story that's playing over and over in my head. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I just want to tell it. I want to tell a story about a village coming together through all odds at the bottom of the hill. You know, the king, the people stay at the top, the wealthy and all that stuff. I don't want to give into details because these little things I know that I'm getting into detail people are going to pick at and stuff like that. What in the nut down on Jones number is this?
is at $3,735,183.63.
Donated.
Let me check my Cash App. I didn't get it.
Don't mess
I
with
sure as
them,
shit
bro.
didn't get it. It would have sent me a notification. It would have popped up right here on my other screen.
Oh,
Right, I would have seen the notification on my phone. Ding, ding, ding.
I just thought, you know. But yeah, I like messing with y'all sometimes. I'm a tough fortune cookie to crack.
These are easy to break.
What you saying?
I said fortune cookies are easy to break. Just tell them you are an over-baked chocolate chip cookie because you know damn well them motherfuckers is hard. You can smack them on the table and you ain't breaking them motherfuckers at all.
I like using fortune cookie, even though fortune cookie is easy to what's called it. The whole purpose of me saying fortune cookie, because what is everybody's favorite thing about the fortune cookie?
The fortune?
Fortune.
Sucks.
The message.
I'll be honest.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm bland. It's just fucking there.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day when we got the cookie, it was just all about the little message. Hope it says something positive. Hope mine says something better than yours. And
I really hoped that one of mine throughout my years would have said, "Let me out." I really did. For the longest time as a kid, I was hoping to one time read it because I always thought it was like, you know, people working in sweatshops and shit. So I was always expecting one of them to say, "Let me out."
I always wanted a fortune cookie to tell me that, like, you can leave your parents. Your parents got a stash of money, or leprechauns is 10 blocks over and through the neck of the woods and stuff like that. That's what I always wish you said that. Instead of your lucky numbers is 97, 27. Then your parents go play the lotto and
they were never my lucky numbers.
Right, never
Ain't that
won.
crazy. Not one time.
I ain't got a lucky number.
I think it was less for playing the lottery and more of looking at similarities to the number in life, by the way, if like I remember looking into that correctly.
Right, I remember when we was young, we used to actually try to buy the fortune cookies, pay for it. Like, let's me get it.
Some people still do.
Fortune cookies down, boy. You pay for fortune cookie now, you probably paying $1 a cookie.
Oh, probably.
I don't know how you're gonna feel about it, but I got an idea.
What?
I don't know how you're gonna feel about it. There's a new Netflix series called The Crash that everybody seems to be watching. I don't know anything about the case, but I've learned a little bit scrolling. That ain't real. That's fake. Let me make sure. Go check X. Fucking play with me, man. I'm over it.
So the gaming, yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. We're gaming tomorrow. We're gonna try to do a longer segment of gaming because we understand gaming is
you guys playing on the Xbox, right?
Yeah.
What time do you guys do that?
4 Pacific. But tomorrow
we're gonna switch it up a little bit. I think
tomorrow we're gonna game later. We're gonna actually watch a basketball. Well, we're gonna game.
Oh yeah, we're gaming. I forgot.
Yeah, never mind.
We're gaming, but I just want to put it in perspective that I just got into NWBA, so we are also going to be watching the basketball.
Which is okay. So let me go into a little depth too, so people can understand. Not only did she get into WNBA for the first time, but her whole team, her hometown, her home state just got a WNBA for the first time. So it's a big introduction. And this is how it would have been if you was up there. You know what I'm saying? You would have got introduced like, oh, what's this? Woo, woo, woo. Now, would you would have gave a heck? It would have been a difference. But you know what I'm saying? The inducing, like my hometown got one. You know we're gonna be up there a little bit later, you know what I'm saying, to go see a game or whatnot, whoever's playing. So I think this is perfect. And then right now there's I'm gonna be honest, there's an over hype right now. So right now, people joining is probably more proper now because of the overhyping of the WNBA. A lot of people gonna get in there and see what they see, like what they like, hate what they hate. Give it 2 more years, and then it'll even out about what the WNBA is worth. Who's worth what? But I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying, because I am a WNBA fan. I watch it. I pay close attention more than I normally should. And that's that. Shout out to my baseball team with the walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th. And a new trend. Okay, so in sports and stuff alone, there's always some type of trend. There's always type of something going on. Cheesehead at Lambeau Field, where everybody wore the cheesehead. At Heinz Ketchup, everybody dude waving a towel. When LeBron does it, he does the ritual thing. So there's always something.
Is that where like he throws the dust cloud up in the air?
Yeah,
he stole that from other people.
But you know what I'm saying? It's his trend. He got people in the crowd doing it with him, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And it became a thing once upon a time. And my hometown, St. Louis, is known for baseball. Good old, boring, put you to sleep 9 innings baseball. And hey, you know, dying sport, whatever type of sport you want to call it, they actually came up with this new trend. These guys, I don't know where they came from. This is my first time seeing it. And hey, shirts off, you know, shirts off to my boys. Really, really up here hanging, thugging it. And they moved along, like I heard it was just in a small section, like 12, 15 people, and then it just grew and grew and grew. And that's what you call a trend. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully these guys do it throughout the whole season. It's a long season. You know what I'm saying? Hey, from my understanding, we were not allowed to do stuff like this. Take
no
the
shoots, no
shirts,
no shirts, no service.
On God.
It's when they've done this a lot throughout the history of sports. A lot of people come with like stuff spray painted, like letters, and they'll keep their shirt on to a certain point, and then they'll take their shirts off, and then a lot of people in the crowd will follow through. Yeah, that's been a thing for a long time.
But this, and you're right, I'm gonna give you that. You are right. But this right here that's nice. This was nice.
It's nice to see the unity. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And this is what you would call building revenue. Nice young kids.
I was about to say, you can tell they're all relatively young. Almost. Yeah, you can tell they're young as shit. That's awesome. To know that people have that much passion and they're going to carry that throughout, and that'll help not only your seats fill, but like it might even inspire other people to come. They might bring other people. Lots of other things will happen because of that. That's awesome.
Awesome. They also showed a little kid. I don't know if they're gonna show it in this. I know I can't play too much of it for real, but the fact of that little tread right there was nice to see. They were showing it all through the game, but right here, bottom of the 9th, bottom of the 10th, 2-on, you at home. You got the crowd with you. Got these boys taking their shirts off. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to. I don't care what YouTube say. I got to represent.
JJ takes off. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's going to do it in a big way. 3-run walk-off homer.
Good shit. That was a hell of a pitch, and that was a damn good fucking hit. That was solid baseball.
Salute to the guys that stood up, took their shirts off, stayed there the whole game, bottom of the 10th inning, drunk all the beers, chips, peanuts, whatever it took. No violence. Nobody got harmed. Having a good time at the ballpark.
Just men being men, brother.
We just had a man moment. Yeah, I got to play and let it soak in a little bit.
That's fucking solid, man.
That's how you extend a hit streak.
Hey, I like my boy. I like my boy right here. What's his number? 2747 Church. I like Church to tell him, hey, make sure you step on home plate. Yeah, make sure you step on.
That's how you extend a hit streak. Chip, the comeback Cardinals do it again. The Tarps crew is ready. The Cardinals are doing it as well. The energy in this ballpark has been incredible.
I just had to show that off. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, y'all let me show that off. Hey, YouTube, Bookface, Twitch, Twitter.
To be fair, do you know that works as long as you are either commenting, providing commentary, or doing something over the video and not just letting the video play?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, we were doing commentary the whole time. There's no way that gets stringed.
But that's how you represent. I appreciate that whole time, but I was up here celebrating. Hey, look, what they was doing, I was up here. Clock it. But I had to represent, you know, WNBA. I hope there'll be good moments to where I can bring a highlight up here. I know you've seen highlights. You like, I got highlights, but you know.
It definitely ain't gonna be shirtless fans. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, my player that I like isn't on a team from a place I've even been. I haven't even been there.
Atlanta.
Yeah, like the way she hoops is just something vicious. Mind you,
Yeah.
I don't watch sports, so for me to say that, it's pretty big, I think.
Hey, and what game she's seen is Atlanta versus Aces. So that was dope. You know what I'm saying? These are two teams that have been in the playoffs these last 3 seasons. Atlanta always comes short out first round, second round, you know what I'm saying, depending on what year you're looking at. Put a good squad together. Traded for Angel Reese during the offseason, gave up a number 1 draft pick. You know, hey, you can say what you want to say about how people feel about that, but I like the squad. You got Pow over there, little young veteran, Angel Reese, Howard, and I can't think of the main star, Alicia Gray, I think. Gray. Oh my God, I can't believe I can't think of her name. But you know, we'll see. You know, I'm learning. It's all a learning process. But it was us. That was what's up. Had to represent. Heard my boy speak. I ain't understand nothing he said, but that boy had me in tears like that's what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We also going to be bringing comic books on Sundays, getting ready for these Marvel movies and DC movies to come out. Supergirl, Spider-Man, and Avengers Doomsday, getting ready for that. That's happening real soon. So we're going to talk about comic books. I appreciate what DC is doing with the Absolute Universe. I think that's a hell of a universe and a good time to be talking about some comic books. Me personally, you know, can't wait. For my audience, we're going to start back from the beginning of what created the Absolute Universe. I've been really sitting here like because I'm really ready to start Apple and Spotify in like maybe a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on one more thing to happen. It's finna happen real soon. And like the front office will be set up to where I ain't gotta worry about that being. We going hard. Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to see something because I don't understand, so I'm trying to do some
Understand what,
research.
may I ask?
Because it says that a Republican earned, or what did it say, primaries, but I don't know what that means.
Would you like to explain to her what primaries are, Captain?
I mean, I just smoked a fucking blunt, so I'd probably explain it wrong. So I'll probably look it up if you wanted me to explain it.
It's just the difference between local voting and primary votes. It's just local vote versus the prime time and the mainstream. Everybody voting for you to get in office versus just your state.
I wasn't sure if it. Yeah, that's why I was saying like I probably would have explained it wrong either way because like from my understanding, the difference between your sections of like local to national elections, right?
Yeah,
Your entry.
because
But like,
what you want to do is you want to win your local primaries first, and then if you can make it to the because my research talks about it so much, especially when it comes to like
So this really doesn't matter. Like whoever was voted in today is not going to be who.
okay, right now you're voting for your best candidate to represent you to make it to the primaries.
Okay.
Okay, right now it's your local voting. You want all governors for instance, I'm gonna go to California since that's the one that I know about right now. The governor. You got what two Democrats and an independent person running for governor right now. And then whoever wins that, then they're gonna have the primaries in November.
more or less, it's to get your candidates. Like,
Yeah.
So right
so
now it's so
Right.
today was because it's different in every state, I guess.
Yeah.
you have three primary elections. You have your first, which is called the open primary, your
Okay.
second, which is the closed primary, and your third, which is your blanket or non-participatory primary. This is what gets your candidates. So basically you vote for candidates that will be nominated on the ballot in Article 1, Section 4 of the U.S. Constitution, giving individual states the right to decide how the elections are conducted from this primary setting. Right? The difference between that and the general elections, your general elections, you vote for federal, state, and local officials directly.
Yeah.
So today was just to pick the candidates.
Yeah, that's the difference between the two. And I was trying to think of the word so bad. I'm like,
That's why I was saying, like, I just
primary
smoked it. I'm
and
not gonna be able to
general
explain this without looking it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Cali, man. They might have another Arnold Schwarzenegger on their hands.
We have what we had from my home state. We had
Hold
an
on.
NBA player that was running.
I don't know if you already talked about this on your daytime during politics, but have you touched base on, I think it was New York, and cutting the budget deficit?
We just watched that last night.
No, because I didn't get the information until after that show.
I got you. Cool to talk about it a little bit?
Go ahead.
Yes, sure.
So how do you feel about how he used, proper procedure and law to tax people on their second, third, fourth, all their homes that isn't their primary living home? Go ahead. My bad.
To be honest with you, I really don't have a problem with that.
But that's the thing. You remember, you always said the biggest thing about taxing the rich is they would go somewhere else. What if you're taxing them and it doesn't matter where the fuck they are because they have homes in that state that they have to pay taxes on until they sell it? And if they have to keep paying taxes because they can't sell it, they're going to end up ruining their own home equity and they're going to have to sell it for a lot less. Guess what? The housing market can be fixed with every state doing the same shit. And you know how much
But
money it
see,
would generate?
I think that was smart. And hear me out. I think that was smart to tax people, rich. And see, I think that's the difference. I think taxing people with extra property that is not in use, that is what we consider waste, because yet again we have a homeless problem. I have no problem with that because that incentivizes you to do something with that problem so you don't get taxed again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and stuff like in cases like that, yeah, that's not gonna make a rich person leave. That's gonna make them strategize around that. And I've been having this argument with this girl at work about stuff like that. And I was like, you got to still understand, if the rich paying 52% of federal state taxes for their businesses and whatever they're doing, hey, you can't get mad at that. Their tax breaks a little bit better because they're in a higher bracket. That stuff costs more.
Within reason, like
Within-
the biggest within. So because they did this for the longest time, we now have the ability to use the statistics for what they have called trickle down economics for the longest time, right? We were supposed to be incentivized to help them make money to the CEO so that it would trickle down into what we would consider advancement in pay, right? But with CEOs hitting all-time highs year after year after year on their profits and more layoffs year after year after year to save them from paying people, let alone not providing raises that were inevitably what was supposed to be the beginning of what the end result was supposed to be, right?
Right.
So the only other thing that we can do is actually change the laws and the tax code or use things properly to tax people above a certain income to make sure that what they are supposed to be providing at least goes to a good cause and providing people with either higher pay or infrastructure around the city or state that they live in using the money from the tax.
This
Allow
right here. No, that's too good.
the
But
working class.
what I can say is what he smartly didn't do is go after businesses.
Yeah, he just
And
went
tax
after
them
people with
in their
seconds.
business, tax them what they can get up and leave. Now, Washington is going through that problem where businesses, I think they said 13% of businesses has actually sent some recruiters out to go look for places. 7% of people have already bought property in other states from Washington, because I think they're losing out on Starbucks. Starbucks is going to move their headquarters for sure.
Yeah.
That's a big blow, and
Which is crazy because it started there. Yeah, that's crazy.
but yet again, if I started here and you're overtaxing me, and
They don't realize that
I gotta make a profit. Now, are they making a profit to where they can keep the lights on? They probably is.
here's the problem though, KP. What they don't realize is it's the reverse of what happened when people were enclosing on space, right? Right now, there is a whole lot of space that isn't being crazily taxed, but it is very soon going to close in. More and more states are going to follow suit and find ways to do that very same thing and tax people above a certain amount or with multiple homes or whatever is going on. And as these states start to enclose it, you're going to have states that do increase that amount by a small margin more than the other ones that came before them, right? Because they know they're running out of space at that point. So they're going to try to capitalize on that like anybody else. So they're going to end up cornering themselves into probably a higher tax percentage, or, it's going to end up being a weird situation.
Well, like I said, the tax to tax the rich on a home, because I got several homes here, and I got 5 homes in the state of, we're gonna say New York, since we're talking about New York. I got 5 homes, but yet again, I don't live in 3 of them, and you're gonna raise up taxes for me not having that. I'm gonna put somebody in those homes. So
Well,
therefore,
that's the thing. It's just owning the homes. You'll have to pay those taxes. You won't be able to rent it out and have somebody pay the amount that you would end up paying for in taxes each year. It wouldn't be possible. So their only option is going to be to sell it if they don't want to keep it, which is going to end up letting a lot of people know, because as more states start to do this, you're going to have to drop prices. So hopefully it does something for the housing market and frees up people to be able to buy homes for a lot less than what people are trying to get them for now. Mondani had a good idea.
Who's finna sit up here and make $1 million home more affordable?
That's the thing. They weren't always that expensive. They only got that expensive because more and more people with large amounts of money bought and bought and bought, limiting to the amount of availability, which drove prices crazy up.
Don't forget upgrades. You got to put a little upgrade. Got to,
I mean, I get that, but there's still baseline costs that certain things are.
$200,000 on a house. I'm gonna throw 30 grand to upgrade something. You know me, I'm not gonna like something. I got 30 grand to spend on the crib.
Kapeash, do you understand that there's houses that my grandmother bought for $20,000 or less that is worth more than $1 million this day right now?
Yeah, because of the antiques and the history behind the house and the years.
Just the land in the house. That's it, because of the way that the availability works. Because there is less, it's worth more. There's not as much land that people can settle on and do certain things on. So because of that, it costs so much more now. That's how it's worked. They didn't have to do anything to it. No upgrades, no extra. It's just worth more because of that.
So when Trump was selling federal property to locals, was that a bad idea?
I don't actually remember that one. I'll be honest with you. When was this?
I don't know exactly when, but I do remember that he was trying to sell federal land to people, to the average Joe people, because like it's so much land that needs to be occupied to do things. I'm gonna have to rest. Hey, while you looking that up, I gotta make this commercial break.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yikes. I must have been hardcore into work at that point. Holy. Where do I fucking start? Jesus.
Oh my God, I feel so much better. Let me stop right there for one. Let me drink this. We're back. Welcome to the Good Night Kapeash. I'm your host, Kapeash. This is Nene Doc. He's about to fact check the shit out of me. And
What do you mean fact check? You should just told me to look into something. He didn't say anything. You said, how do you feel about it? And I mean, he's an idiot and he obviously wants to give more tax cuts to billionaires. And he thought that a smart idea would be taking protections off of natural forest and wildlife areas and places where like there's ecosystems that we don't want to fuck with because of obvious reasons, right? Just to sell them to private companies so that they can drill and log and destroy them.
so a bad idea. Okay.
Yeah, I figured if I put that in simple terms, it'd be the easiest way to do it.
Bad idea. Okay. I feel it. So
Protections on them, though, it's crazy. Like it's 175 million acres, though. Like I get that he wants to make money to try to get us out of the deficit and try to make himself look good, but like there's plenty of ways that you can do it without destroying what you damn well know is going to start absolute chaos when it comes to protests. Right?
it was only 175 acres.
175 million acres.
Is it still happening or is it's over with, right?
I don't think it passed by the look of it.
Yeah, something like that. I knew it was.
No, the
I knew it was
proposal
something like that.
failed. Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think that would pass. Something that crazy, there's no way.
So at least I heard it. At least I heard something that I knew it was a little like wow, but I'm like, hey, I heard it. People like that he would never. I ain't never. I'm like, I ain't said it went through. I just said I heard that it was what. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you know, you one of the few people that actually heard me clearly. People just hear what they want to hear, but that's different. Other than that, I covered this story and I was so glad I had found it. And I brought it up to you a while back. You might not remember it because you know we talk about it a lot, but we was talking about AI and these robots and stuff like that. And I was like, man, they had this so-called AI race to where last year the race they had to more controlly do it with the robot to finish the race. They said 5 AI robots finished, but remote controlly finished. And this year, this year, one AI robot finished by himself with no help. And I was like, shit, by next year you're gonna have 10 of them. And I was like, man, and they were like the control and it's still not self-taught. These AI robots are not self-taught. You still have to program it and tell it what to do and stuff like that. And people are scared like when they're self-taught and when they're teaching themselves or when they're controlling. That is like 60 years down the road, maybe a little bit quicker, but still down the road where these robots are still highly dysfunctional, messing up. Quick little lawsuits, people are gaining on them. I heard a couple in California around Disney World, a couple of them out here. One happened out here today, Sheland, where one was stuck in the middle of the street. 2 of them stuck in the middle of the street, trying to go right and left hand turn or something like that. So far away from it, but still close and all. What do y'all think about AI robots
Well,
working in the home as average day helpers?
I don't think it's needed.
I mean,
Ooh, you ever seen that one movie that just came
iRobot. Oh,
out?
not the.
iRobot. That's one. But there was one about Megan Good. She played the robot. And hell no, I don't want to keep that motherfucker out away from me. I don't want it in my home. Fuck that. That man, you'd have to watch it. That movie is crazy.
And see, I think that's AI's problem coming into the game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to make, and everybody has made the worst possible, ideal, realistic possibility movie, action, cartoon out there. So we already know the negative, but it's like I still want to go ahead and do this, and that's how everybody is really thinking. And I'm not knocking that, but I'm just like, dang, AI doesn't have a chance, but it's gonna get overpowered anyway. There's a girl and that's 12 years old. The report went further into saying like she's already started her own business with AI. And when I seen that, that made me think about the conversation that I just had. And you out there doing that when you supposed to be up here starting your own business, generating your own type of wealth because you're in a home where that's tolerable. That's probably. What do you think about it, Doc?
I mean, AI is one of those things. I think we touched on it a little bit when we were talking about it. It's a slippery slope. If you don't have the right person coding it, teaching it when it starts to get self-taught and starts or self-aware and self-taught, and you don't have somebody willing to kill it on repeat until you come up with a proper program that will run it and have the moral background to not put human life second to anything, you're going to have some issues. And then even then, you're going to have rules that it's able to eventually think around and break because we are not smarter than something that learns at an infinite rate. So it's a scary thought at the same time as it's exciting. Like as somebody who really likes like logic, it would be very nice to have something that I don't have to type in. I can just talk to it, right? I don't have to do all the extra shit. I just talk to it. And I'm a lazy mofo, I'll be honest. It'd be nice to have something to sit here and clean my shit and do all my stuff for me. Will I trust it? Probably not. But that's not the point. Just keep a taser on me. I'll fucking short circuit it anytime it tries some bullshit. Never turn my back to it.
Boy, I'll keep a cup of water right there.
Water, bro. You think they're not gonna make them bitches waterproof?
What?
Our cell phones are waterproof.
Not that much of a waterproof.
Bro,
5
yes,
feet.
not
The
5
5
feet.
feet.
There's phones that go down fucking 70 feet plus.
Yeah.
Completely
Okay.
waterproof.
If you paying 12 grand, 14 grand.
There was
yeah.
motherfuckers. Look, I went to Kalahari 2 years ago. There was motherfuckers swimming underneath with their phones, going like this, full on recording and shit. Coming back up, taking selfies and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yet again, if I pay 14, 15 grand, 27 grand, I done seen them price. I looked up like most expensive phones and yeah, 7 feet, yeah. But me,
How much do you think these AI robots are going to cost?
Oh, wait.
yeah. Now, while we alive, maybe while his kids alive, yeah, sure, probably out of pocket prices. But somebody gonna, hey, all it takes
get a good one. Yes.
all it from, and you know what's crazy, And what's beautiful at the same time is I'm learning it and I'm learning stock market at the same time. So what I just learned just in 101 first class of me just learning about what stock market is, period. Period. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, if you got enough money, put your ass some money in Rockstar, bro. As soon as people start buying that shit up, it's so bad.
And
That's
understandable. And
stock
then and
skyrocket.
I get it. And then we own Rockstar. We'll be honest. A Rockstar. And I'm gonna look at Kraken right now. Matter of fact. Hold on, do I got my Kraken? I don't even want to show y'all, but my Kraken probably looking bad. Um,
Are you still sharing the screen?
I'm not even showing the screen yet.
Oh.
Ugh. If I had my third screen, what's going on? If I had my third screen, then this just would have been on the third screen.
Just use your phone pick.
Stop playing. We in there. If you don't put me in there, son. Update. Yes. Save. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm down five little bucks. I am sharing the screen, but not worth the screen to be shared. There we go. Bing! That big ass dip.
Oh boy. The price we pay with the market.
And big old dip. Hey, but I was just up 38 cents right here. Oh, 5 cents. My bad. It was a 5 cents right here. Actually, no. I think when I invested at 35 and then I went up to 40. I'm not sure. But now that I'm doing the stock, I definitely got to pay extra more attention. I do want to switch some things around now that I'm learning some other stuff. And what the hell?
Don't be showing people that.
Right. What is it doing?
See, this is why I want to go Apple now. Nah, it didn't show the password, unfortunately, and thank God.
What do you mean, unfortunately? That's a good thing.
I just would have changed it.
I think you still should.
Oh, well, I am.
Good for what?
I'm going to turn to Antibody It's a Boy. No, Autobody It's a Boy. There you go. If y'all don't know that commercial, look it up. It was a good commercial. It was a very funny commercial when I seen it. It was about saving money because your phone bill cost too much. I think it was AT&T, if I'm not mistaken. And then the husband picks up, and then the dude on the other end said, "Autobody It's a Boy." And she's like, "Who was that?" He was like, "It was Bob. He just had a baby. It's a boy." So that's what I just said when I said Autobody It's a Boy. Okay, bad joke. Very, very corny joke. Good commercial. They don't make good commercials these days.
You can say that again.
They don't make good commercials these days.
Bro, they still have commercials stuck in people's heads from fucking 20, 30 years ago. Okay? It's fucking dumb.
All right. I like this dude. I like his reactions. These reactions is very entertaining and short. And they're about comic books and cool stuff like that. Nice cool reaction, guys. Nice cool reaction.
It's about that time. I got tagged in this one today. It says, do you think the Amazonians can take on the Viltrumites? Now, we're talking about by themselves. Hell no, the Amazons are cooked. While they are very skilled and experienced in battle, most people can just shoot a damn Amazon. Most Amazonian women can be taken out by bows, arrows, and swords, and you guys want them to go up against the superhuman team of the Viltrumites? Remember, in some stories, the Amazons were in a straight deadlock against the Atlanteans. Then look what happened when they had to go up against a superhuman like Steppenwolf. They were absolutely getting demolished. The thing is that the Amazons do have options, because if Wonder Woman is there, they got a chance. Wonder Woman is taking down any Viltrumite any day of the week. She's the same person who's over here trading blows with Doomsday. Then the Amazons can call upon the protection of Zeus, and he more than likely will intervene to save Themyscira. He's done it before. They also have Nubia, who's said to have relative power to Wonder Woman. Then they have the help of demigods like Yara. Cassie is also one. People with similar powers like Donna Troy. Their help, the Amazons got it. But what do you guys think? Well, folks, it's about that time. I got tagged in this one today. And it says,
Do you know anything about any of those characters? What's your opinion then?
I mean, I think he had a solid understanding of it and explanation. I think maybe a little overzealous on the thinking a few extra Wonder Womans might help, but like you got an army. It doesn't make sense to put Amazonians up against. And
Well,
think they're gonna
like you said, only with Wonder Woman you have a chance. Like, you got a.
But she's not going to be fighting one-on-one at a certain point, right? Like at a certain point, the army is going to overtake all the other ones, and she's not going to be fighting one-on-one anymore.
Yeah, true. But at least she tried.
Right. She went down swinging.
Superman couldn't come. Batman definitely ain't finna help. He Robin, stay back.
Right. This ain't our fight.
We're human. May I say this joke? Pretend to be black. Stay back. We're black. We're black at this moment. Okay. Put on your stealth suits. Not a good joke.
No.
I am not.
Look, the movies got y'all paranoid. They always think that you're gonna run in and die first. So then naturally, just all you just want to be scared and stay out. I get you.
It's not our fight. When is it gonna be our fight?
Not
I've been
today.
on the sideline for 80 years. I'm old and rusty. When it's gonna be out? No, I like his reactions, man. He be having some takes when it comes to stuff, especially if I know about it. I'm like, damn. Especially when they had the takes about video game. Now, stuff I don't know about and I heard, I'll be like, that's funny. What? Putin went to China? Oh my God. Oh my God. I just gotta put it up there for the one time. I'm sorry. All right. That's dang. What am I having control problems?
Yeah. Houston, we got a problem.
It looks like it.
Getting
There we go.
trial and error, baby.
Dang.
Во внешнеполитических делах один из главных стабилизирующих факторов на международной арене. Идет сложный процесс формирования полицентричного мира, основанного на балансе интересов всех его участников. Вместе с китайскими друзьями отстаиваем культурно-цивилизационное многообразие и уважение суверенного развития государств, стремимся к построению более справедливого демократического мироустройства. В нынешней напряженной ситуации на международной арене наша тесная связка особенно востребована. Наращиваем координацию в ООН, БРИКС, группе 20 и над
Woo! All I'm gonna say is tune in Friday to get more of what's going on with that, because I know it's gonna be all over the news report about that. I can just hear it now. Trump just left over there. Putin went over there. Oh my God. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I would love to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Anytime that you're watching it, we all appreciate you watching us, and we all would like to say
Good night,
Good night,
Kapeash.
Kapeash.
This motherfucker is locked.
Talking, I'm in love, baby.